Thank you for watching NTV Tonight. My name is Raymond Tamale. I'm going to speak to the Senior Communications Officer, Minister of Works and Transport, in regards to inspection of all motor vehicles. In this regard, buses. Alan, let us speak about this matter. I understand that you're given a deadline of Monday for all buses to be inspected. Expound more on this matter.
Buses. So the exercise is already ongoing. We have already prepared our facilities. As you can see, this is one of them. And we kicked off with buses, rather with the Government of Uganda vehicles. But we're also saying, let's also look at the commercial vehicles on the road. Before we eventually come, the borders, the taxis, and vehicles that you and I drive. And starting next week, there's a letter we have written to them through their association, scheduling them, because again, we don't want to recall all buses across the country. So we are scheduling them beginning route by route. So starting with the eastern route and the northern route. So we're expecting them to come here starting next week for inspection, checking out all the different parts of their vehicles to confirm the condition of these vehicles and indeed to give them certification on whether they should be on the roads or not.
A new operator in the market who has a bus right now to ask, is it free of charge or they're paying a certain fee?
This exercise has been subsidized and really significantly the fees have been reduced to a much lesser fees compared to when the exercise was run by a private operator. Now, under Government of Uganda, the fees have been brought down to, drastically, and the bus is required to pay 60,000 whenever it comes to this inspection facility.
Okay, we've seen a number of vehicles come here, private vehicles. So I want to understand, if a bus comes here, what's the deal like? When it comes and parks here, what's the deal like? And how much time is it going to spend here being inspected? And after that, what's going to be issued to the driver?
Okay. You park your vehicle and we'll have a team of staff that take you through the inspection services from one area to another. You know, for example, in that area, we check for your exhaust emissions, check the suspension system, we check the braking system, we check the, under the vehicle, the parts under the vehicle there. There's an area there, a tunnel, where our safety teams go in and check the condition of your vehicle. Then ultimately, we check the light testing of that vehicle. And on completion, we issue a certificate, whether pass, fail, or even average, like a student would be given a report card class. And once we find that there are defective parts of the vehicle that should be replaced, we indeed identify it and mark it out for you to go and replace. We do not require you to be on the road once we've found defective parts on your vehicle. So until you replace them, that's the only time you can actually get back on the road and drive passengers.
Are all buses required to come here at Namambe at the inspection center?
Yes, and that's why we are scheduling them. All of them, but in different schedules, so that we can be able to also work on them in time. So we don't expect you to come here and spend...
I'm a bus owner, and maybe I fail to get the 60,000 to have my fleet of buses inspected. What is the penalty for me from the Minister of Works and Transport?
We'll recall the buses. We'll call the buses. So, but we don't even expect to get to that point, because we did have an engagement over there 2 weeks ago where we agreed and that we're going to have compliance from the bus operators. So they're on our side. Yes.
What's the picture, the big picture in all this inspection of the vehicles?
Yeah, ultimately, we're trying to say that there are several factors that cause or lead to accidents or crashes on our highways. And as Government of Uganda, we cannot afford to sit back and watch people continue perishing on our highways when we could do something. So this inspection is only not unique to Uganda. It's done elsewhere.
Thank you for speaking to us. That was Alan Sembe, the Senior Communications Manager for Works and Transport. And I could say by now that the clock is ticking for all bus owners to bring their cars for inspection here in Namambe and across the different inspection centers across the country. Raymond Tamale, NTV Tonight.